started, I would just like to do a brief little intro of myself. So I'm Anoushka, Head of Business and Brand Partnerships based out of San Francisco, California. We are so glad that you could all join us today, and we're excited to tell you all about Frontier.cool solution for 3D material digitization. I want to kind of give a special thank you to Dr. Vijay Gotmare and the entire Textile Association of India for this amazing opportunity to connect with this wonderful audience so that we can basically talk about a whole new way of doing business and the amazing benefits of fabric digitization. If you have any questions during the session, please drop your questions in the chat box. So let's get started. Here's a little bit about who we are and what we do at Frontier. We are a group of passionate enthusiasts looking to disrupt the fashion space with the help of AI and machine learning. We help our clients digitize their materials and create 3D ready fabrics with physical properties, sustainability impact, and other metadata transforming the way they design, produce, and collaborate, thereby achieving faster time to market, accelerating innovation, reducing the need for physical samples, and shortening the time to make those critical design decisions. We are currently headquartered in Taiwan, which, like India, has a huge advantage when it comes to the textile industry. We are a formidable and indispensable textile hub to internationally renowned brands such as Adidas, Nike, Gap, etc. We currently have operations all over the world, including the US, where I'm currently based, Europe, India, China, Taiwan, Vietnam, and Indonesia. And we have currently 33 brands, 150 T1, T2, and T3 suppliers, 15 fashion circularity consultancies, and 25 designers and 3D technical designers on board our cloud-based AI platform. These are some of the world-famous suppliers and brands that we're currently working with. I'm sure that as y'all are part of the industry and closely associated with the Textile Association of India, y'all somewhere must be kind of connected to the industry, be it a brand or a supplier or a designer. And y'all must have heard of these brands such as Everest, JND, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour. Ever since the pandemic in 2020, we all know that our lives have been turned upside down, not just our personal lives, but also our businesses and our professional lives. And it's kind of been amazing to witness the rapid implementation of digitization within fashion companies who were until now working through a very traditional old model. So why exactly is material digitization important? So we asked our community of suppliers, brands, and designers questions such as, what percentage of your material collection is done with 3D? How are you currently digitizing your materials? Have you digitized today? And if not, what is stopping you or your company from adopting a more widespread digital workflow? The challenges that our friends in the textile industry are overwhelmingly facing include the current method of physical sampling is just way too time consuming. Now, every time you want to send a sample, we know how costly a courier fee is. There are clients always rushing your deliveries. We've also basically seen a slowdown in orders and order reduction due to the economic downturn. So how do you increase your client portfolio and the people who are your customers, right? So all these problems can be solved by digitizing your physical samples and uploading them in a virtual format onto a digital library. These are not just photographs. These are commercial data, very, very rich with parameters like texture maps, physical properties, but also MOQ, pricing, inventory, so on and so forth. So how does Frontier's solution really, really help suppliers and brands do business better? Okay, so number one, because we enable a single true digital material to be the exact match of a physical fabric, we can foster seamless collaboration into end-to-end digital workflow. Now, digitization at source, basically, if you paid attention to the video, you would have seen we're following a very, very simple 3-step process. Number one, you take your physical sample. Number two, you scan it in an office flatbed scanner. And number three, it gets uploaded to the cloud and we generate the 3D material. And then it goes to your library, right? So this basically enables anyone with the internet and a flatbed scanner to digitize their materials at a location convenient to them without the need of a complicated skill set, because we are all used to scanning our documents in the flatbed scanner. So we are all familiar with that process. And the process of digitizing your materials and building it in an online digital library facilitates proactivity over reactivity. So when you have these supply chain disruptions like COVID, geopolitical challenges, or general economic downturns, it doesn't really need to impact your go-to-market speed, because the virtual materials actually enable your clients to start the design process without ever having the physical fabric to start off with. So they can still go ahead even if they have not received the physical sample yet, right? And I would say this is definitely the highest value prop that I see in our solutions. It is the rapid digitization, which results in a 90% reduction in time compared to other solutions. So compared to our other competitors that take 1 to 1.5 hours to digitize a single material, our AI solution can do it within 3 to 5 minutes. So that's amazing. You can basically periodically build your digital library. So say, for example, week 1, you start with 10 fabrics, you familiarize yourself with the process. Week 2, you move to 50, and by the end of the month, you can go to 100, so on and so forth. And very rapidly, you would have an entire digital library of your materials, your inventory, with all the data-rich information for your clients, so that they can just go to your online digital library and pick out the fabrics that they're interested in. Okay, so where exactly are you saving if you implement digitization? Okay, our users have reported these efficiency metrics, okay, a whopping 83% reduction in physical samples and environmental impact. Their business opportunities have increased by 50%. That's huge. We all want to kind of have more business and more clients, so that's amazing. And the speed in sharing resources, which is collaboration with your internal and external team members, were 10x in terms of speed. So amazing feedback from our clients. I want to kind of explain a little bit more about our AI-enhanced digitization, which makes the entire digitization process of building a digital library super easy, affordable, and scalable. This is my favorite slide of the deck. I always love kind of explaining what the process is, because everybody thinks AI is super complicated, and we've just tried to kind of democratize it and make it as simple for everybody. So our clients love our 3-step easy process that you can take your 2D material into 3D. Okay, so step 1, you basically take your physical swatch. Step 2, you put it in your office standard scanner, which you use to scan documents. You just set the DPI to 600 and you're good to go. And then our powerful AI and ML will create the 3D material with the fabric specs, the AI-generated metadata, the physical properties such as drape, bend, linearity, basically how the fabric would behave on a 3D object, as well as the environmental impact measurements, because we know that sustainability is a core value for Gen Z and millennial customers, and all brands are super conscious about that. And you, in addition, will get a U3M or a GLTF file, which is compatible with most 3D softwares like Clo and Browseware, which enables you to move from the digital fabric to the digital garment. So now your entire digital product creation process is available for you to do in real time, right? And our solution is also easily integrated within PLM systems and ERP systems. Okay, so moving on, we've had a lot of people ask us, oh, but physical fabric and design is all about the tactility, the physical touch. How do we replace physical with the virtual? Okay, and I think this is like a brilliant example for suppliers to share with their brands or their clients and stakeholders exactly what is happening with the AI. So if you see the left-hand side, it is the actual fabric on a cylinder, right? Whereas the right-hand side is the Frontier AI. So you will see that the folds and the drapes over here are pretty much very similar. And a designer at this point of time can gauge by the drape and the fall exactly how the fabric would kind of behave in reality, right? And then you obviously have the parameters of the comparison between the physical and Frontier's AI, etc. As I mentioned, we have a seamless integration through a plugin with Browseware and Clo, which are the leading 3D CAD software. So you can just take the digital material, plug it into Clo or Browseware, and go ahead and design your garment. Okay, so just to recap a little, the suppliers basically can scan their fabrics and build their library in-house with a simple office scanner, and you can digitize this all by yourself and basically share it with your brands or your clients. And this process is scalable. The data is completely owned by you. It's easily deployable. You don't require any special hardware. Remember, all you need is an office scanner. And no special skill set required, because we all know how to scan documents. So you can scan your fabric very, very easily. Okay, coming to the eco-impactor and sustainability. Partnership with Made to Flow, we are able to show greenhouse gas emission, water use, as well as land use for every GSM of material on Frontier, allowing greater transparency and faster decision-making around carbon reduction. Our eco-impactor results are certified by Qantas, which is a leading international certification body based in Switzerland, driving sustainable transformation. So as you can see over here, any fabric that you would upload onto Frontier's platform would give you all the parameters and the greenhouse gases, water depletion, land use, and you'd know exactly how you're consuming, and you do the entire design process very, very responsibly right from the start. Okay, so fabric digitization is in very simple form. It is not taking photographs. It is not like Photoshop, but it is a process which is comprehensive, informative, and very, very reliable. All you need is an office flatbed scanner. Please do not let new technology scare you or make you feel uncomfortable. It is very simple once you understand the basics of how it works, okay? Digital transformation in the fashion industry is used for. So digital workflows are rapidly growing, and the growing demand for digital product creation has led to an increased need for collaboration between brands and suppliers. Many global brands are new to digitization and may not be able to meet a brand's needs in terms of quality, speed, and scale. Now, we at Frontier are here to bridge that gap between brands and suppliers so that you can basically connect with the best clients out there. And we're going to make it super easy for textile manufacturers, mills, suppliers, and fashion brands to navigate, become more proficient, and excel in this new paradigm of digital product creation. In addition to our technology solution, we provide comprehensive customer support to guide you through the challenges of the digital transformation process. Okay, the reasons why fashion is adopting digital workflows, right? So as I was saying earlier, the main goal is for us to act sustainably. We want to kind of reduce our shipping, we want to reduce our sampling waste, and we want to promote effective and lean workflow, right? Now, we do know customers' demands with social media are more available in real time, and thus we have to quickly respond and give them the deliveries that they're expecting. This technology also enables us to approve designs and samples at a higher speed, increasing agility in the supply chain. And the best part of all is global collaboration, right? Since the pandemic, we know how easy it is for us to work remotely, but collaboration tools are required for that. And it basically helps us decrease decision making and promote creativity and experimentation for brands and designers, because when they have the digital material, they can basically create any product in a digital format, and the possibilities are really endless. Okay, it would be helpful to just talk a little bit about what is a digital material, right? So digital materials are the foundation of every digital product creation process. Digital materials are made of image scale texture maps and physical properties. Digital materials can also include other information such as price, stock, inventory, etc. Right? So in layman's terms, this is the way that I understand it best, right? When you basically see what a fabric will actually look like on a body or a 3D object, how it will drape, how many folds it will have. Designers have to very often visualize this, but here we're giving you an exact visual plus the physical properties, so there's no second guessing. You have all the information and you can make data-driven decisions. Okay, on a 3D viewer, a checked material like this can drape very easily. You get a 360 view of what the fabric will actually look like. So the designers don't have to second guess any longer. Even before they ever get this checked material in their hands, they have the fabric, all the specifications, the texture map, and the physical properties to basically make their design decision and move forward. Okay, so moving on, we are going to talk about this is, it's actually really good that we're playing this video again. We played this at the start in case any of you have missed it. So step number one, you take your fabric and you use the office scanner. You basically upload it to the cloud, which is our AI technology cloud-based platform. And we will convert it to a 3D material with the data, the fall, the physical properties, the texture maps, everything. And this will get stored in your digital library that you can share with your stakeholders at a click of a button with Eco-Impactor and all the information to manage and digitize your fabrics at scale. Okay. We also have amazing collaboration tools. Just think about it as collaborating with multiple brands and suppliers in one platform where you can easily share fabrics, your ideas, the kind of materials you're trying to source, all with sustainability top of mind and compliancy with industry standards. You're basically using this technology to supercharge your business and really move confidently into the future and not get left behind in this fast moving, digital kind of pace of technology that your competitors are probably working with brands internationally on. Okay. So moving on, I'm just kind of going to recap what we saw in the video. So obviously you'd use the scanner, you'd have your digital materials, you have the AI generated physical data and metadata. You now have a 4D ready material, which you can basically design any garment of your choice with. Float it on social media, get feedback from your customers in real time, and then move on to on-demand manufacturing. So no more overconsumption and oversupply, everything in real time with customer-driven information. And you basically produce as per the demand, right? So that's amazing. No extra cost of marketing, production, etc. Okay, how do we start? Okay, a traditional product creation process takes anywhere between 3 to 6 months. And that's basically being very positive about it. Right? So as compared to the traditional 3 to 6 months, you can literally kind of really bring down your entire design process time to 3 days when it comes to sourcing, and maybe another 3 days when it comes to digital design software. Okay, so this is about an on-demand smart company in Hong Kong called Haining. And this is the speed on demand production process that they're using. Okay, so we've seen now that I'm based in the US, things move very quickly over there. There's a store in New York called Supreme that literally drops a new collection every week. So they have new merchandise come to the store, they let their customers know on social media, and then they come and shop. So as opposed to the traditional models of 6 to 8 collections per year, we're now looking at a drop every 1 week. So how does the textile industry kind of respond to this in a responsible manner? Okay, so number one, you have your digital library because you've digitized all your materials and created virtual materials, and now you have a very pretty library with your entire inventory and best sellers, right? Your designer can basically pick out the fabric from there, create a digital product, enter it into the digital supply network, and the smart factory will test, react, replenish, and make on demand. And then the fulfillment happens either direct to store or direct to the end customer. This is not future thinking. This is actually happening right now with companies like Haining, who basically fulfill orders for PVH and Tommy Hilfiger on a weekly basis. And the final product is being shipped to stores or the consumer within 7 to 10 days. So please have a little think about where we are in the traditional model, anywhere between 3, 6 to 9 months. And here, virtual materials is equipping companies like Haining to produce a weekly drop for their customers, okay? All while being responsible and only manufacturing on demand, okay? Is something which is really special to us. This is what our clients are saying about us, and I'd love to share it with you. Okay, moving on, I think we have like the first example is with an amazing supplier that we're working with called Everest in Taiwan. And they basically supply to the best brands in the world: Adidas, Nike, New Balance, Patagonia, Puma, Gap. Okay, so they first implemented Frontier's Textile Cloud, which is basically our AI cloud platform, in August 2021. And they've had amazing results. They've digitized over 2,000 pieces of their best-selling fabrics. They have over 100 accounts collaborating across 4 continents with internal and external users. They've saved 60% in physical sampling, time, effort, resources. They have access to real-time environmental impact management. And the best part about this is that it was easily integrated into their existing workflow. So no matter what kind of workflow you currently have, because we've made it so easy, it fits in very easily, and adoption is not a problem at all. So if you're thinking that it might be very tough to basically implement this in your company, let me reassure you, all you need to do is start scanning your physical fabrics, and that's pretty much the entire process. Okay, moving on. This is a very, very exciting moment for us, because we are now the official digital partner with both Adidas and Under Armour, who have nominated us as their 3D digitization partner. So this is very, very exciting. And I think it's just amazing that brands like Adidas and Under Armour trust the results that Frontier provides and trust us to bridge that gap between their expectations and what they want their suppliers to adhere to. So this is fantastic. And we're happy to share that with you. Want to kind of share a very interesting testimonial with you. And Swisstex Direct is a California-based knit company. And they basically work with Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, New Balance. And they've been working in the industry for a very long time. However, now that their suppliers expect them to have a digital workflow, it's kind of been challenging for them to meet the high standards for the clients, okay? But this has been their testimonial after using our product and our platform. They basically say it's easy for anyone with basic computer skills to create a high quality virtual material from anywhere. It's reliable because it provides effective advice on problems encountered in the process of working with brands. And expansion, they continue to expand the amount of digital materials they have in their library so that they make it more and more attractive for their clients, no matter whether they are based in Asia, in Europe, or in the US, right? Because everybody has different choices. So this enables them to have a wide variety and collection for their clients internationally to choose from. Here's what they have to say. Swisstex basically says for every new textile we create, there will be a digital counterpart, and Frontier will be a key part of this. As the digital world continues to expand into our industry, it becomes increasingly important to provide virtual material solutions to our clients. Everest says that they have a much larger pipeline of digital materials, so it's possible to integrate into the digital product creation. space with more brands inside their company. Adidas says that Frontier.cool's team has demonstrated their great capability in providing qualified digital material that fits Adidas's standard. That's amazing. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I'd love to kind of talk to you a little bit about our pricing and packages. So as I mentioned earlier, ours is a subscription-based model for our AI. And it's cloud-based, so that as soon as you basically upload anything, just think about it like Google Docs or any cloud-based platform where it's saved on the cloud. So you don't have to do anything after you actually upload the asset. We take care of everything from that point onwards, okay? So now if you wanted to get started and you're a small or medium business, either on the brand side or on the supplier side, you can have an annual subscription for starting at as low as 1,200. And this is obviously a range that we're providing. We're new in India, so we would love to kind of learn about your pain points and your processes. And it's approximately 98,000 rupees when you convert 1,200, right? So this would enable small and medium businesses to get an annual subscription for up to 3 users. And then we have our add-ons in case you want to add more users, etc. Moving on to the next one, which is for large enterprises, it's about 16,000 per year. And the third package that we have is for individual designers. And this is 360 per year, approximately 30,000 INR. So we just want to kind of make this accessible for as many people as possible. And in addition to the subscription model where you can just use the AI and a flatbed scanner, we also have digitization as a service. Okay, so we do understand that different brands have different kind of requirements, and for brands that basically just want us to outsource the digitization, we can take care of it completely. All you would need to do is send us your material. However, I do think that most of the clients that I've spoken to in India love the subscription model and the AI technology. They would just like to kind of digitize with the scanner at their office. Okay, so in case you do want to go for digitization as a service, just provide us the material and we will provide you high quality texture maps, physical properties, a validation report, so on and so forth. Okay, so we're pretty much at the 1 hour mark, and I hope that you all have absorbed a lot of this information. I just wanted to again thank the Textile Association of India, Dr. Vijay Gotmare, and the entire association for facilitating this experience. And because you all have attended via TAI and we have such a great partnership with them, we usually only offer a 7-day trial. But for the attendees today, we want to offer you all a 30-day pilot completely free. So please go ahead and scan this QR code and sign up for the free trial. It's absolutely free for 30 days. You're not going to be charged anything. We just want you to basically try out the technology, try building your digital library. And in case you have any questions, I'm sharing my email address so you can contact me, and I'm happy to schedule a demo. But now I think we would love to kind of open up the session to questions. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time. And I hope you had a very, very enjoyable evening with this presentation. And I would just like to take the opportunity again to thank the Textile Association of India for their kind support and just their partnership to kind of bring this amazing technology to the forefront. We're very, very appreciative of your time. And thank you, Dr. Vijay Gotmare, for being such a great partner to Frontier.cool and talking about our amazing technology in India. I'm very, very passionate about this market, and I hope that our technology can really help Indian suppliers and brands really increase their revenue, their income, their clients in India, but also internationally. Thank you, everyone.